Hello everyone, this is Big Al Hoppin Vlogs. It's time for part 3. Good day everyone and welcome to vlog number 108. Part 3 of a 5-part series on the CASEY NEISTAT-ROBERT KYNCL interview that took place about 15 days ago and was put up last Monday by CASEY NEISTAT. In the first part of this series, I shared my opinions on what I felt to be the first part of CASEY NEISTAT's interview with Robert Kyncl, which dealt with controversies and how YouTube was going to handle them and how they were going to go forward after handling these controversies. Then in the second part of this series, I shared my opinions on what I deemed to be the second part of CASEY NEISTAT and Robert Kyncl's interview, which dealt with the drama on YouTube and what kind of creators YouTube would like to see more of on the platform, and also how those in YouTube office empathize with the creators with what they're doing. If you haven't already checked out those 2 videos, I will put an end card for both of those videos at the end of this video. If you've come across my channel for the first time and you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. I want to reach out to as many people as I possibly can. I would not be doing this series if I didn't think it was pertinent to viewers, creators, and YouTube in general. I just really want to get my opinions out there. I want everybody to know my opinions, and go ahead, feel free to leave a comment down below on what you think of my opinions, and if you have any opinions of your own, please feel free to share them. I will feature your comment on the next video, which will be tomorrow. Let's set the timer for 10 minutes, and I will count up from 0 to 10 minutes. This is what I deem to be the third part of the CASEY NEISTAT-ROBERT KYNCL interview. Here we go. Everyone that is not a creator probably won't be as interested in this topic as the people that are creators. I'm just going to say my opinion on this issue. I've said it in another video. I'll put it up here, whichever side it'll be on, in a card. It has to do with the 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours watch time on YouTube. And this is the question that CASEY asked Robert. 1,000 subs, 4,000 hours watch time, small YouTubers are discouraged. How do you respond to that? And Robert's answer was, we at YouTube don't succeed if you don't succeed, and think that the level is high enough to learn about the partner and not disappoint advertisers. And it's not so far out there that it's not attainable. They want as many creators monetizing, but want to make sure what is being monetized. That what is being monetized is that who is monetizing is doing the right thing. I wrote it down wrong. If some don't do the right thing, it affects everybody, and then no one succeeds. I completely agree with what Robert is saying there. The only problem I have with the whole thing, you got a few bad people in there. The problem is there's so many small creators out there. That's the problem with this whole thing. There's so many small creators, and you just don't know if they're using copyrighted content. You don't know if they're you know, it takes a little while for them to figure out with the small YouTubers. They can't watch everybody. That's the problem, and I think that's why they implemented this. They want to make sure that they're that the creators that they're monetizing are going to be good for their advertisers. Otherwise both advertisers and creators are going to butt heads, and it's not going to be good for YouTube. It's not going to be good for the creators. The only problem, when it first happened, I was over 10,000. I was over 10,000 views, which was the last one was before this. I just got over 10,000 views, and I was being reviewed to be monetized, and then they switched it on me so I couldn't be monetized. So I was pretty ticked off at first. I was really bummed out. I worked hard and long just to get to that 10,000 view threshold. And now I have to wait now until I get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watch time for 12 months, in the past 12 months. The people that were already monetized had till it was in the middle of February here. I think it's might have already passed now, but they had that long to get up to 1,000 subscribers, and the 4,000 hours watch time before they'd automatically be monetized. So it's good for that to get grandfathered in that way, but it really stinks for us that are working hard and I got over 100 videos out right now, and it's hard to get noticed on YouTube. It's very hard. There's so many people out there. The YouTube algorithm only recommends your videos to a certain amount of people, and it all depends on how many people watch that. If they spread it out to more people and more people, that's how viral videos are made, or that's how viral videos happen. They recommend it to a certain amount of people, and if the majority of them watch it, then they recommend it to more. It just balloons, and that's how a viral video generally is made. Unless somebody has a really huge channel, then pretty much every video there's going to be viral. So, anyways, but yeah, I was really upset at first, but then I sat back, I thought about it, and with the amount of views that I'm getting on my videos, I'm not really making hardly any money. Anyways, I think if I get over 1,000 subscribers, that at least I could make some money, make enough money to make it work. But the only problem I got with this thing is if I happen to somehow put out a video that everybody's interested in, it goes viral, I get nothing for it, even if I get over 1 million views. That's the only problem I have with that thing. And it adds up if you start getting out there and start getting, and you get a few big videos, you're gonna miss out on a lot of money. Like I said, though, it's not about the money for me, but I would like to be able to make money to be able to buy like new equipment, stuff like that for the channel itself. The only reason I want money for this is to feed my channel, basically, and then make my channel that much better. And so that's what I know we're spending a lot of time on this, and yes, I did talk about it in another video, and but I just want to elaborate on it a little bit. And so yeah, today's thing is going to be all about basically creators and monetization. Pretty much, we'll see how far we get on it in this episode here. But the next one was about the monetization. Did you see the ad apocalypse coming, which is what happened late last year? All of a sudden, all the advertisers just decided they didn't want to deal with it anymore. They didn't want to do anything anymore. So pretty much nobody was getting monetized at all. All the advertisers just pulled out of YouTube. And his answer was, it was really hard trying to stabilize the ecosystem. They were hearing from the creators and advertisers, both sides thought that YouTube was favoring the other side, and that YouTube had a lot of work to do. So yeah, it was the creators were slamming on them, the advertisers slamming on them, and they were sitting in the middle, or the rock in a hard place kind of thing. I don't know if I have too much to say about that. It didn't really directly affect me because I was never monetized anyways, but it was a real bummer that happened. And once again, it goes back to the people that purposely put up content that's not within the community guidelines. If you didn't have these people out there, this wouldn't happen. People just try to get away with stuff. They know that if they create drama, or if they put cuss words in their stuff, or suggestible content, of females and stuff like that, of scantily clad, that they're going to get hits, they're going to get views. That equals more money for them. But the problem is, they do that, it's a one-time thing for them. It messes up everybody on the platform because something like this happens. All right, the next question. It doesn't always seem that what creators create is also what advertisers want to put in their ads. What do you do to rectify this? And his answer was, you can't force advertisers to buy into something they didn't want to buy into, basically. And And that's when they started implementing the yellow monetization icon, which is basically, it's not saying that you're not monetized, but it is saying the yellow monetization is saying that you're not monetized yet until they review your content and make sure that it goes according to guidelines. If they think it might be a little, if the algorithm thinks that something that's in your content is not going to be suitable, then it puts a yellow icon on there, and then YouTube will man, can't get it out. Then YouTube will review it, and then after it's reviewed, then YouTube will review it. Then after it's reviewed, it'll be deemed no monetization or monetization. The problem with that is the generally when you first put out a video is when you're getting all your hits. So by the time they get done reviewing it, the main bulk of the hits, views, is all gone. And that's the problem with that one right there. The yellow icon's all right, but I'm hoping that, I just wish that creators would make sure that their content is up to snuff before they actually upload it to YouTube. So anyways, that's about it for today. Join me tomorrow for another episode. Make sure you share your passion, everyone, and have yourselves a great night, and hopefully people are interested in what I'm talking about here. Have a good night. Sorry about that. I was eating a granola bar just before this and something got caught in my throat. Sorry about that. It won't happen tomorrow because I won't do it again.